Hello everyone, it's GlitchNOut, and welcome to the first episode of my Minecraft Hardcore Survival Let's Play. So yeah, we're starting here in a new world, completely new, and we have ourselves in Hardcore mode, which is going to be a little bit more challenging than normal Minecraft, because if you didn't know, in Hardcore Minecraft, we can only die once, and after that, we are basically dead, so we're going to have to be very careful, make sure we don't die until we have a little bit better gear. We seem to have spawned in an area, and I see a dark oak forest over there, so that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and craft some tools up, and let's see, maybe we'll come over. Oh, there's a dog right here, or I guess it's a wolf. I want to find a village, because, villages are a really good place to start, and when we're in hardcore mode, we got to be careful, so I think having a nice little area to call our own early in the game would be very nice, but we might have to start in a, one of those little cave things. We just have to go like, boop, full set of tools, getting an upgrade. Another goal I want to have for this series is going to be getting every advancement in the game, so that's going to be pretty cool. Now, I want to make sure that I have a wide variety of wood to go off from, so I'm going to just go ahead see if we can grab a few saplings from these trees. 4 saplings should be enough. That's enough to get ourselves a mega spruce tree, so that's pretty cool. And let's go ahead and grab this coal right here, because, why not? It's pretty easy to get, not too out of the way, so, we're going to need coal later in the game, so let's go ahead and grab some. Next thing we got to do is head off and get that dark oak wood, because, we're going to need that as well. And I am going to go ahead and kill these cows. I know, it is a little bit mean, and there's a lot of animals over here. Let's see, we're going to need the sheep for the wool. This is nothing personal, sheep, and I do apologize, but at the end of the day, I need to survive. You guys will eventually respawn. This is going to be good enough to get us a good kickstart. And wow, oh my goodness, this is quite a bit of iron. Like, look at all this. $16 iron is definitely good enough for me for now, because I do want to head off to that dark oak forest. I'm also really glad that the hoe update came when it did, because now we can mine these leaves super quickly without having to worry about just breaking them with our hands. And wow, 2 saplings already. Considering that dark oak saplings have a lower drop rate than normal saplings, I'm going to say that we're doing pretty good right now. I actually think I want to head over in this direction, because I did see a spruce tree, or a large concentration of spruce trees, and I'm thinking maybe that is, of course, the spruce forest. And I know that oh my goodness, commentating and moving at the same time is not easy. Maybe that the spruce forest has a village in it, because I do know that it's pretty easy to find them in that area. So yeah, let's get over there. There we go. Here's the spruce forest, and I'm not seeing anything quite yet, but hopefully we'll see some of those telltale plumes of smoke, because that's usually how you find where a village is in the spruce forest, because there is campfires that spawn in the villages. So basically we have a higher chance of finding them, because it's easy to see the smoke rendering in the distance. Also some pumpkins over there, I do want to grab some of those. We're already getting tons of different plants. You can see in my hotbar, tons of saplings. Oh, and here we go, some sweet berries. This is going to be very useful. I thought that was a sweet berry for a second. But yeah, sweet berries are very good sources of early game food, not late game food. I would not recommend eating sweet berry late game, but early game, when you can plant them so easily, you can grow them really quickly, it is a very good food source to have. I'm gonna go ahead and craft a bed so that we can sleep on this first night. Sweet dreams. That's pretty good, and yeah, we're ready for the next day. I saw a skeleton down here, and I also saw a wolf, so I want to see if maybe, yep, here's the skeleton. Gotta be careful, we're not very strong right now, kind of dodge and weave around these trees. Oh, and just arrows, so no bones, meaning we cannot tame a dog quite yet, but we did get the monster hunter advancement, so I guess that is one advancement closer to reaching our goal. But unfortunately, doggo, we are not going to be able to become friends just yet. Let's see if we can find these dogs, and let's see, they should be around the same area. I don't think that they would have moved too much. Yep, there we go. Please, 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 let's go. We got a dog. We're gonna have to name this dog later. If you have any name suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I do have a little bit of iron, so I want to craft 1, a bucket, 2, a flint and steel, and then maybe a helmet and boots. No village yet, but it does look like we have stumbled upon a pillager tower. What would be the best course of action for breaking into this thing? We're just gonna storm it. We're just gonna rush it, climb up these ladders or not ladders, stairs. And let's go ahead and block this off real quick. And then grab a crossbow, some iron, some wheat, a bit of string, and a bottle of enchanting, which we are going to throw on our head. Ruins over here. I kind of do like this little area. Maybe this was like a mini village once submerged underwater or something. And it's good to kind of make stories for the various stuff. And ooh, a buried treasure. That is actually really good because oh my goodness. Yep, let's do that. This is why you have a dog. And let's go ahead and feed this dog a little bit. I'm just gonna have to refer to it as this dog until we can come up with a good name for this dog. Maybe that's what the dog's name will be. This dog. Wow, there's actually 3, 4. Wow, I'm gonna have to. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot of these coordinates. A lure 1 fishing rod. Maybe we'll do some fishing at the end of this episode, depending on how far we get. And one more little thing over here. Let's see. I do see it. She's at a chest, or is that a magma block? There we go. Chest. Lure 2. Let's take both. Let's take both. And then I guess we'll head off towards the buried treasure. Ruin portal. Wow, there's a lot of structures in this area. It's a little bit. It's almost exhausting eating all these berries. To be honest, like having to chomp down like 6 or 7 of them just to like heal myself all the way back up. So it's a little bit of a pain, which is why you definitely want to get a better source of food further in the game, and we do have a better source of food. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a little nap, and then I'm going to cook up this food, and we'll head out for this buried treasure. I was going to smelt our food with coal, but then I realized, why would we do that, and zombie, you're ruining my recording? Why would we do that when we literally are right next to a ruined portal that has lava? We can just go ahead and take the lava and not die. Oh wow, my health is actually not doing so well right now. And we can just cook our stuff up, or our stuff up in the smoker, which I just created 4 logs and a furnace. Why? Honestly, why are all these things coming for us? Dog, go ahead, kill this thing. It's in my way. There we go, getting some free XP like that. Also got a little bit of steak. A 3rd one? What is even going on right now? I'm kind of confused. Now that we have a full stomach, it's time to head off and find this buried treasure. So if we look at the map, it looks like the treasure is to the south and to the east. So we're just going to go ahead in this general direction. And once we find, or once we have the little cursor moving a little bit, we can change our direction and move in a more specific way so that we can find, find our treasure. There we go. The first parts of our map are starting to fill in, and I think it's going to be around this general direction over here, or that general area. And this place does look pretty nice. I wonder if there's going to be a village here. I know that there are a lot of villages and plains, so let's see. All right. Nope, it's going to be a little bit farther. Also, having a dog in a boat is kind of funny. The way my cape kind of drapes over the back of the dog. Maybe it's like a blanket to him, right? Maybe it's a blanket. Is it gonna be? It's gonna be over here. That's a little bit odd. No matter, we will find it anyway. Let's see. Let's go ahead and step out of the boat, and I'm gonna show you guys how you can easily get a buried treasure on the first try, assuming I do it correctly. So we're gonna wait till that 1 pixel is kind of sticking out the back, and let's see if we come a little bit further in. Yep. There we go. It should be on one of these 4 blocks. Yep, there we go. Not too hard. And we got a lot of iron from that, which is really nice. 19 iron and a little bit of other stuff. Let's continue on this journey for a village. I know I've said that like 3 times now, but no, we really are. We're looking for a village. If we're going to settle down there, it might as well be a good area. So yeah, let's try to find one. It took quite a long time, and when I say a long time, I mean around 30 minutes to find this village. So it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't amazing. But yeah, we found a village. It's right on the edge of a savanna, which is actually pretty cool. And there's a lot of various buildings around here. It's a decently sized village, and I think we can do a lot of good work here, I think. I really like how it's actually kind of connected to the water. If we look over here, there's like right next to the ocean, which is pretty cool. A little cat. I thought that was an ocelot for a second there. We have a nice little area right here. I feel like we can do something. We might have to terraform this area back. But yeah, this place is looking pretty good. And I think I'm going to set up here for now. I know this is the librarian's area, but right now this is the biggest house, and I'm going to take the biggest house. So yeah, let's drop off some of our stuff, and then we can start working on a design for our, our little starter house. Nothing too big, but, something to get us through a couple nights until we can build something a little bit bigger. I'm also going to go ahead and craft myself the rest of the pieces of iron armor because, I do have some spare iron from the various shipwrecks and all that kind of stuff. Our richest box is looking pretty good, and I also have a lot of raw beef, and that is because we found quite a lot of cows on our little journey. So I think, what is that, 7 pieces of coal? I think that should be enough. One more, and then we just go ahead and drop that off. Got some TNT, and I guess we are going to actually be able to fulfill our fishing dreams later on in this episode because, this is a pretty nice area. Maybe we'll make a little dock, but it is really nice to have a roof finally over our heads. Because I have 4 spruce saplings, I do want to grow a mega spruce tree, and, basically that's, you just do a little bit of a 2x2 of spruce saplings, but I don't really want to have the podzol that spawns all around it. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and set up a little thing like this, 3 blocks tall. You may be able to do 2, I'm not sure though. Then go ahead, plop our grass on top of that, and then plant the saplings on top of that. So basically what this does is makes it so that the podzol won't spawn around, and it's kind of ugly, but for now I think we'll do, this is going to be my kind of small temporary farming area, or not temporary, we will expand this, and make it look nice, but for now I just want to get the bare necessities in so that we can kind of get ourselves a little bit more geared up. I've been doing some resource collecting for our house, so getting some wood, and I've started a little bit of mine here, and basically we're gonna have a hole going down all the way to the bottom, and I think some sort of minecart rail or staircase or ladder or some way to get from down below all the way back up. So it's a little bit of a different mine than I'm used to, but I thought that, why not try something a little bit different. So yeah, I also found this little cave over here, and I've decided that I think I'm going to go ahead and try to cave this out a little bit. It's a little bit dangerous in here, but we should be all right. Yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and light this thing up, and there are quite a few mobs in here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and torch up the way ahead of me, and then I can basically come back and okay, fine. I was just wondering how that skeleton was not one shot with the axe after it got hit by the creeper. So this is a good way to get some iron and all that stuff, and I know it's hardcore, so it's a bit more dangerous, there's a bit more on the line, but in my opinion the risk is worth the reward. You're gonna get tons of iron. I've just been playing a little around in a couple hardcore worlds. It's kind of chilling, and I found that just caving out early, however scary it is, it does actually give you a lot of resources. So we're already seeing here, a good cave will give us a ton of different stuff, and this one is not a great cave. I also did a little bit of a little trick up by our mine. I don't know how useful it's actually going to be, but basically I dug it down, and if we go ahead and hit F3 and G, you can see our chunk borders. You can see I basically dug it down between 4 chunks, and what I'm hoping is that maybe we'll get lucky and get some diamonds. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's time for me to keep resource gathering, keep digging this hole down, and I'm also going to go ahead and grab this iron and coal, because we're going to need to actually smelt a bunch of this cobblestone into stone so we can make stone bricks and stuff for our house. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get back to that. I'd say that this is a pretty big hole. I think it goes down to, yeah, Y29, or I guess the floor is at 28. And I found quite a few little caves, so I actually have left a little tunnel open to this ravine, and there's a cave coming down through here. So that's pretty cool, and we're definitely going to go check those at some point. But right now, we have to work on building our house because, yeah, I have some plans. Been thinking about it, and it's actually the next day. So I've had a lot of time to just kind of chill out and resource gather and think about what I want to do for my house. And I actually changed, or I didn't change the location. I did record a little bit, but then I realized that I was just pretty much breaking blocks and, doing stuff that wasn't exactly interesting. So yeah, our house is going to be over there, and more specifically in this area right around here. So we may have to level the ground a little bit, and I've actually spent quite a lot of time gathering materials. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. A bunch of wood, we have a bunch of stone, some dirt for terraforming, And yeah, I think we're ready to start building, and I want to make sure I do this right. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and set up a little bit of a plan, though we may actually level the ground because I don't really like how this is kind of coming up here, and I may want to actually lower it down to here. With the power of editing magic, we are going to stand on this furnace, and in 3, 2, 1, there we go. The dirt is all gone, and now we have a very flat, large area to work off of. And I think I want the house to be pointing this way, so our entrance will be around here, and that gives us the opportunity to kind of connect this path up to the house and do some neat terraforming around in this area over here. But yeah, I actually need to get a plan set up. I kind of want to improvise this house a little bit, so I think what I'm gonna do is take our dark oak logs and some of the cobblestone, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a little plan of how I want the house to go, because I have the general theme, but I don't have, the exact details yet. I think this is pretty good. We're going to basically have a kind of T-shaped house, if it can be described as that. We're gonna have a little tower coming off in the edge here, and we're also going to be having a little deck coming over here, so we can kind of sit out here and just look out into the ocean. Pretty cool. But yeah, I think now it's time to actually just sit down and do some building. So we're actually gonna go ahead and do a third-person time lapse. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse. But before we do that, we had to make sure that we breed our cows. I've been doing this a little bit off camera, kind of just getting some leather ready, or getting some cow's leather, getting some cows ready, so that we can eventually make a full enchanting setup, because we have around half the leather we need right now. But yeah, we're gonna need quite a bit more. The house is looking pretty good, but there are still quite a few things that I want to do to make it better, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of them in today's episode, but there is one thing that I want to do. I'm thinking that we can actually add a chimney in, and this window right here is kind of calling to me. So yeah, what we're going to do is basically just take the stone brick and cobblestone, or stone brick and stone, and make a 2x2 area. And I don't know why I put this block here, but, or no, a 2x3, sorry, words are a bit difficult. But basically we're just going to bring this up to around the roof line, and we will have to break a few blocks to make sure that we can kind of make sure the, the chimney actually goes into the wall. Once we have it up to the roof line, I'm actually going to bring it up a little bit taller, and I think I'm going to go about one higher than the highest point on the roof. So about to right here. And then we're going to go ahead and craft ourselves a few of the stone brick stairs and the stone stairs, and we're going to basically turn these so that they're all facing inwards. And what this will do is kind of give it a little bit of a tapered off look, which is going to be pretty cool. And yeah, just kind of make sure that we're randomizing as we go. And yeah, that should look pretty cool like that. And the last thing I want to do is actually take a few of these spruce trapdoors. We're gonna go ahead and put these on the edges. So basically this will give us kind of a wooden top to the chimney, and we can stick some campfires up here so that it looks like smoke is kind of coming out of the area, and that is going to look pretty cool. So yeah, just gotta make sure we do that real quick. Close these trapdoors and then put our campfires right in the middle here. And at some point I may stick some flower pots on top of this, but for now I think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back. I think that's looking pretty cool. Very simple, but it does give this area a little bit more shape, which I think it was desperately needing. So yeah, if we just come back here, now there's a little chimney right here. And I also want to make a little kind of area coming out from here, but I don't think we need to do that right now. And overall, I think the house is it's looking pretty good. So there is one last thing that we had to do, and that involves the ocean. There we go, a nice little dock so that we can do our fishing, because we did get this Lure 2 fishing rod at the beginning of the episode, and it would be a shame if we did not get to use it. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a while and do some fishing. There we go, our first fish. Super nice. It's always a good feeling just fishing, relaxing, and just looking out over the water, seeing our little visitors over there as well. With the Lure 2, we're also getting a lot more catches, so it's even better. But as the sun is setting on our 32nd day, I think this is where we are going to end today's episode. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been GlitchNOut. Goodbye, everyone.